another man shared his experience. He was here at one of the school of estate graduation. The owner of Sparklight, OGD Sparklight Estate. No, Sparklight, Opic Sparklight Estate. The first one, the one just after this river as you're going to. Yeah. When they got the place too, they sold and all of that before they realized that water can take over that place whenever it rains, and they release Ogun River. It had to cost them a whole lot to do what in engineering they call dike, almost making the place like an island of its own. A cost they did not bargain for. They sold the place for what he said 400,000 per plot. People who bought that place 400,000, you can imagine what that place will be going for now per plot. You know, they had to do a dike, like more or less like making the place an island, so that water can pass through all the periphery, but it won't come into the place. You understand? And that cost them a whole lot of money. And that nearly ran him out of business. That experience, because it was not planned for. It was not something they thought would happen. So know where you are buying, just for you to be prepared. It's not that a place, look, in real estate I tell people, there is nothing like a place is bad, forget it. That is waterlogged does not mean it's bad. No, you just should know what you are looking for and what you can afford and what you have planned for and what your investment strategy is, and you say, sorry, I cannot afford a swampy place for this and this and this reason. I'm looking for a dry ground. Because even come to think of it, dry ground is a scarce commodity in Lagos. There's always some form of water somewhere, one place or the other, especially in Lagos. You understand? So know the nature of the land, know the nature of it, okay? Because you may have to do raft, you may have to do pile, you may have to wait a long time to get the issue that may be surrounding the place resolved and all of that. There may not be access to it. Maybe the bridge they are still planning it. You understand? You know, and when they are planning something in Nigeria, the Fort Willard Bridge, Tinubu planned it. What's his name now? Raji Fashola has been planning for, Tinubu planned it for 2 terms. Abi? Raji Fashola has planned it for 2 terms now. I heard that probably they started something on Langbasa end of it. Can you confirm that, sir? Langbasa end of the Fort Millard. Have anything started? Are you aware of? Okay, somebody said they had the commissioner mention that people should go to that side, that something have started, but I've not confirmed. I've not been able to visit that end. So let's hope that that's the first phase of the Fort Millard, because that's what the commissioner, was trying to infer from his statement. So let's hope that that's the fourth phase. That's the first phase, and that will mean that it is after 4, and this man has done 1 now, Abi, or how many now in his tenure? 1. He's on the second one. So after 13 years. So if they now still say where you are buying, they are planning it in Nigeria, just add 13 years to it and find out whether you can survive. Do you understand? Probably. I'm just saying it's not always like that. But what I'm saying, what I'm trying to drive at is just get to the nitty-gritty, or to the bottom of the whole thing, and know where the plan is. What stage is the plan? You understand? So it's important. Accessibility, like I said, is it accessible? All of this that I'm saying is not to say that you should not invest. So it's just to say that you must know the states. I will buttress that point with something I always share with people. This Okpebi link bridge has not always been here. This link bridge that connects us from here to Okpebi has not always been here. If you have time, or if you can remember, there is a deep gully between where we are now and Okpebi Street. There is a deep gully separating, and it's along this stretch of this area. You understand? And so there are people who probably owned property on Okpebi Street and could not access it easily. Then I understand that usually people park around where Sheraton is today, and probably walk. Maybe there is a pedestrian footbridge or plank and all of that across to Okpebi before they go to Salvation and all of that, which is another turning towards another hill, gully. You understand? And so I know of someone who sold his property around that axis to buy something in the solo where he could walk to and see. But you see, the challenge is that he only used one information, which is that the place is hardly accessible. He did not think for the life of him or that he's selling a property in the state capital to go and buy something else somewhere. As well shared the experience of a veteran in real estate investment that I sat with a couple of weeks back, and she was sharing with me how at some time at Deni Ogusoya they were selling properties for like I've forgotten how much she called it, but let's, for the purpose of this discussion, let's just say about 5,000 naira. Let's, for the purpose of this discussion. And she said about the same time they were cutting lots, that is plots, to sell around Adeola Deku, Victoria Island, for the same price. And what people were saying was, some people who had in Victoria were trying to sell. Some people who had about Victoria were saying that, why would I use money that I can use to buy a house? I will now go and use to buy a plot. You understand? But now, your house in Adeni Ogusoya, the whole house, cannot pay for half of a plot on Adeola Deku. I will not talk about the building on it too. 1/4. Somebody said 1/4. But back then, it's equal to, and you are saying, the house. But you see, for different reasons, maybe the person, what is important to him first was where to live. But I'm sure there will be some other people who had where to live, but did not just see the investment. They could not do the investment arithmetic to say that, look, Victoria Island is like the next place people are moving to, because people have been moving to Victoria Island since the 80s. Companies have been moving in just like that gradually. If you know and you are an investor, the next set of places to be investing is along anywhere in Lekki, anywhere there up to Ekpe is a place to buy property now. Anywhere there up to Ekpe, if you have money. Why am I saying so? Now they started moving from VI. If you don't know, they started. That's how the first, which was the first company that moved to Victoria Island then? As in head office from, but all of them were concentrated within Marina and Broad Street. But I've forgotten which one now that moved to Victoria. The first set of companies that moved their head office to Victoria. If Victoria Island was like an out of space, where would you be? People were staying in Ikoyi. Yes, working on Lagos Island, not working on Victoria Island. People have moved to Victoria Island now. Is that congested? They are moving out. So the next place to go is anywhere along that boundary. Okay? So you must know, but it's for your information to be able to make a better decision in terms of your investment. It's very important for you. Okay? So cross those checklists whenever you are investing. It will help you. When you are trying to make money in penny real estate investment, these are the 4 ways that I recommend you can do it. Like I said, please, if you have questions, you can note them down. We have a robust time for questions and answer. These are the 4 ways that I recommend you can do it. One way is that you can buy and sell. They are all buy and sell. So it depends on what you want to do. And when I say buy and sell, I don't mean just buy land and sell the land. You can buy the land, improve on it and sell it. Your level of improvement can be just fence, can be a whole building and all of that. Okay, so, but I'm talking majorly about the tenure here. For the short term, the short term of real estate, penny real estate investment to be from 1 month to 24 months and nothing less than that. I've done real estate investment that I bought 1 month and sold about the 3rd month and I made money. Of course, I've bought some too that I'm still holding on to now. 7 years after. You understand? So one way is that if you want to do it short term, I will marry all of this discussion with the strategy to use. Now, for the short term, you buy sell in a short term. What you can always look out for is to time the price change period of that offering. Key into the the price change period of that offering. What do I mean by that? A product comes up, a developer says that we are selling promo price. I want to break it down. So a developer says promo price 250,000 naira. Promo period June to December 2012. Okay, that's promo period. Sometimes they go ahead to tell you that after promo price, and don't think what I'm going to write is ridiculous, because it is real. It can happen. It does happen. He'll say 400,000. That is to say that they mean that after December, by January 2013, it will be 400,000. And mark you, this one, they are saying pay in 24 months. Abi? Is that not so? So what you can simply do, it means that every month you have to pay a little over 20,000. Is that right? A little over. Let's assume you have to pay 22,000 naira monthly. Let's just assume for the purpose of this discussion 22,000 naira monthly. Now, as a penny real estate investor, making sure that every other thing is in place, the promoter, you've checked them, the location, everything, you think that they have a track record to always keep to this kind of thing. Because some people, another thing you need to know is that this promo that you see December to something here, they keep changing this December. For the next 3 years, they are still running this promo at this price. This December keep changing. From December now it will become December 2013. It will become December 2014. It tells you that there's a problem with that product, or there's a problem with the company. Most of the time, probably they change it twice or something, and it will always be short periods. Maybe there is a particular figure there, because they will say promo lasts while stock lasts. There is a particular number of plot they want to sell. So if they cannot achieve it with that, they may shift it a bit once or twice, but thereafter it will fall in place. So let's assume that you've checked this company. You pay 22,000 monthly. Now, if you want to do a short term, every other thing being in place, and you want to use the strategy of the price change timing strategy, the price will change when for this product? The price will change when? After December. In January 2013, the price will change. Is that not? Okay. So what the person will do is not to buy until December. And sometimes in December to wait till almost the end to be sure that they are not changing the date. Because sometimes when they want to change the date, they change the date, the last day, the second to the last day, and all of that. They may not wait till the January before they actually change it. So once they change the date, you still hold on till the end of that date again. You understand? We are trying to time something here. Okay? So let's assume that they didn't change the date. So you bought in December. 31st of December, you paid your check, you submitted your form. So you have, let's say, one plot there. Okay? And they kept to their word by January 2013. They kept to their word by January 2013. It became 400,000. Right? Which means monthly installment now will be like about how much? I don't know why I'm not using easier figures. Let's say 480, please. So that we can have easier figures. Okay, so that becomes like how much you have to pay every month. If you see 12 months, 40,000. But most of the time they will even stretch the tenor so that the monthly payment will still be very